In this video we're going to look at some very basic usage of SVG family tree generator and also the life cycle of the family trees. I'm going to start by invoking it from the standard shortcut. This is a Windows 7 system, but Windows 10 is not that different really. In the file menu you've got an option to create a brand new tree with nothing in there already, or open an existing tree, and the big browse button here is exactly the same as the file open tree. These files are samples distributed with version 6, so we can pick one of those up and go into the tree designer, which gives you the option to lay these out as you want. So I'm just clicking and dragging some of these arbitrarily around. To make things simpler, let's start with a completely new one. That's just warning me that I've moved something in the previous tree and the program thinks I might be doing something foolish and losing all my changes, but that's me. Right, we're going to make up some arbitrary name for a tree definition file. This is where it keeps the configuration of the tree, your layout and your settings, biographical notes, images, etc. Now if we go into the tree designer, there's nothing there to start with. I can right click on one of these boxes and create a person. I'm going to call it Joe Blogs, and we don't need to set anything else at the moment. This is a very quick tour. Create another one. This will be a female, and we'll call it Jane Doe. Okay, so we've got two people. Now I'm going to hold down the shift key and drag a line from this box to Jane Doe and release the mouse. Okay, and that's going to create what I call a family circle. So these are the two people involved, and there's nothing to change at the moment. So we'll just hit OK. That circle represents either a marriage or the core of a family. That's really an interpretational issue. Now we're going to create a child. Now to link that child to this family, you can click on the circle and drag a line down to the box that you're joining up. And that's a very simple way to create a family. As I said before, you can drag these things around. There's a copy and paste feature, so if I right click on the family circle, select copy family, I can actually paste a duplicate of that. So paste family would be an identical copy, which it wouldn't do because it sees it's already there, and pasting a new one creates a duplicate with slightly different keys. Now, the reason for that is I'm going to move these quite close together. If I control click on all of these boxes, that's a multiple select feature, and I can move them as a group. I want to move them to there. And interestingly, if you've got multiple select active, when you right click on one of these, then it says copy persons and delete persons in the plural, so it knows that you've got more than one selected. Okay, I'm going to hit the escape key, which loses that multiple select. Now this link between the family circle and the child, if I grab the bottom end of it, I can bring it across to another. That's telling me that this person can't be in two families, which is fair enough. So it's sprung back again. But if I take the top, then that's saying that these are both children of that family. So grabbing the bottom or grabbing the top does something different, and you can see when you get close to the line it'll glow red, which means you can grab it at that point. A few other things to demonstrate here is the zoom feature, so I can zoom in for larger boxes or small boxes, and Control plus and Control minus do exactly the same thing, which is similar to what you get in the browser. So it's going to reset back to its normal state. On the options menu you can toggle the orientation, which goes from a top down to a sideways version, so it's exactly the same otherwise. And let's put the orientation back and toggle the step. What that does is alternate rows are actually offset slightly because it makes a better tree, but you can put them identically over the top of each other in fixed columns. So that's a very, very quick tour of what you can do. Put this back to the standard step. If I close the designer now, the next thing in the life cycle is the process button. So the design button goes into the tree designer to lay your tree out and add notes, etc. The process button, as it says in this progress window, it's creating an HTML output file based on your tree layout, and then the view button launches that in your default browser, which in my case will be Firefox. And there it is. There's our two families, and I've got the two children attached to the first family. So that's SVG Family Tree Generator at its most basic. There's a lot of other features there, and I'll explain those in further videos. Now that we've got the tree in there, if I click on the close box, it will tell me that I'm about to discard those changes. I don't want to discard them, and if you go via the exit menu or the file exit, then it will save them to disk, and you can come in again later, as I'm going to demonstrate. There's my tree test file. Right click, open with SVG Family Tree Generator, and it's loaded it up. So then I can change things, put biographical notes into these tabs, which I'll come to in another video, and regenerate the outputs. So that's the end of this video.